meat. Unless you're a practicing vegan or vegetarian, you're probably getting a large percentage of your protein from livestock like cows, pigs, and chickens. Now, I'm not here to judge your eating habits. I'm addicted to the taste of flesh myself. But our meat-heavy diets are bad for the planet. Livestock raised for food makes up about 14 to 18% of our greenhouse gas emissions, and the land requirements to grow their food is responsible for about 80% of all deforestation in the Amazon. But there may be a way to have our beefcake and
Shalom. We want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakal Kadash, double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and rule well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to the house of David, the elect man pushing his truth and faith and sincerity. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Rakal Kadash, Barakatham, to all you sincere listeners who hear this. All right. And do you hear this devil? All right, let's rewind this. I'm gonna play this whole video, but I had to stop it real quick just for that.
14 to 18.
Let's go back.
Is for food.
Let's go
to
back.
the taste of flesh myself. But our meat-heavy diets are bad for the planet. Livestock raised for food makes up about 14 to 18% of our green.
All right, you see Esau witchcraft. All right, say livestock food make up about 14 to 18% of our greenhouse gas in the world, which Esau always try to say R. All right, it ain't no R. All right, this is what you got going on, man. All right, you created this world, how it functions, okay? So you're responsible for that, all right? But let's go. Let's keep going.
House gas emissions. And the land requirements to grow their food is responsible for about 80% of all deforestation in the Amazon.
It said, and to grow their food, that's responsible for about 80% of all deforestation, which that's a damn lie, man. All right, Esau, we know you ain't cutting down no damn trees for no animals out here, man. All right, come on, man. He's a liar, man. All right, but let's just keep going.
But there may be a way to have our beefcake and eat it too, as researchers from Harvard just announced they've developed a technique that brings realistic lab-grown meat one step closer to the dinner table. The issue the team was trying to solve was how to grow skeletal muscle tissue in long, thin fibers, like how it occurs naturally in livestock. If you've ever looked at the grain of a steak or at shredded pork or chicken, you've seen what I'm talking about. Mimicking that fiber structure has been a huge challenge for lab-grown meat. You can't grow muscle cells like that in a petri dish all by themselves. They need something to hold on to as they grow. So the researchers set out to find a material they could use to grow their cells in 3D. The material had to be edible, something the cells could easily latch onto, and cheap enough to produce to keep costs down. The scientists settled on gelatin, and they spun it into fibers using a technique inspired by cotton candy. The finished product is similar to the supportive extracellular matrix of natural muscle tissues. With their gelatin nanofibers spun, the researchers tried to grow rabbit and cow muscle cells on them. While the finished products did not contain as many muscle fibers as natural meat, they did achieve a texture that was similar to the real thing. Now, don't go thinking lab-made beef is what's for dinner. There are a number of other hurdles scientists need to clear before more sustainable and slaughter-free meat is on store shelves. For example, scientists will have to figure out how to grow cells without using animal serum, the most common being fetal bovine serum, or FBS. FBS is harvested from the fetuses of slaughtered pregnant cows. It's very expensive, and most lab-grown meat techniques rely on large quantities of it. So any product that relies on FBS isn't helping much to cut down on greenhouse gases, cost, or cruelty. There's also the matter of taste. Meat is more than muscle. Its flavor and juiciness also comes from fat. Growing fat cells in a lab that mesh with muscle and recreate the texture of steak has proven to be a challenge. And to get cells to reach maturity, we're still searching for better sources of stem cells. But even if these technical issues are all solved, the finished product may be only slightly less damaging to the environment than raising livestock. Because of the energy lab-grown meat takes to manufacture, growing all our steaks and burgers in a dish may cut greenhouse gas emissions from beef by as little as 7%, and actually produce about 4 to 5 times more greenhouse gases than chicken or pork. So, lab-made meat is still a work in progress, and even if it's eventually appetizing, cheap, and eco-friendly, it may still face challenges from the powerful livestock industries that have a beef with competition. They're already pushing lawmakers to pass laws that forbid calling it meat. Or they may come up with some other marketing campaign to turn public opinion against it. Then again, they may see the potential upsides of lab-grown meat, like some large meat processing companies have, and invest in projects developing alternative proteins. But even with money pouring into research and progress being made by scientists like the ones at Harvard, lab-made meat that's tasty, slaughter-free, and environmentally friendly is still a long ways away. Say they perfect lab-made meat and create...
Yeah, that's it on that, you know. So pretty much this is Esau back at his madness, you know. Esau back at his madness, which he's been at this. He's been trying to create and perfect lamb grown meat. You know, which Esau already pretty much is he already selling lab grown meat. All right, in the place of meat. All right, it's, you know how Esau tried to play. He all about witchcraft, man. He just try to get public opinion swayed. You know, he tries to play. You know, he plays his media. You know, which is his biggest form of witchcraft. You know, and he tries to see how the people are gonna accept things. You know, he all about propaganda, man. You know, Esau's cunning, man. You know, but ultimately, you know, you see where we're going right now. Esau's ultimately trying to knock off animals, man, and create his own animal. In a sense, you know, he's trying to eliminate meat from existence, man. I mean, he wants you. He wants lab grown meat to be the new the new meat. All right. And his excuses for that is to cut down on costs throughout things on things throughout the world, you know, which the scriptures speak about how these devils got more than heart can wish, man. All right. And you know, ultimately Esau all about a dollar. Yeah, he is, you know, but ultimately Esau just he's sick and demented, man. He wants to kill you, man. You know, this lab grown meat is completely perverse, man. You know, what do you look like eating something that's not even real, man? You know, but this is what Esau wants you to do. He wants you to live in a generic world that's not real. You know, Salakia, paradism, man. That's pretty much what it go back to. You know, because Esau, he wants you to be in an artificial reality, man. All right, where you know you just live off fake, generic things, man. You know, and this lab grown meat is a prime example of that, which that's completely sick, man. All right, you're eating some meat that came out of a lab, man. That's you know, but today, hey, you eating genetically modified plants and fruits, you know, and these genetically modified foods, man. So, you know, Esau, this how he get down, man. You know, and that's why Yahweh Shemi Shai's got to get us the hell out of this place, you know. But I'm gonna hit some scripts, you know, based upon this topic, you know, of food and bread, you know, meat, you know, and Esau, man. I pray through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai is edifying. All right, this Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 26. It says, "Thou hast committed fornication with the Egyptians." This speaking to Israel, and the Egyptians. You can apply that to Esau. They're the modern day Egyptians. All right. It says, "Thy neighbor's great of flesh, and has increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger." You know, because Jake, you got actual so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians who will be for this, man. Oh yeah, that's great. You know, it can cut down on deforestation. You know, they can cut down on you know, make our world a better place to live in. You know, you got Jakes who will actually be for this, man. And Yahweh Shemi Shai, he's not with that, man. All right. You know, they talking about gelatin. They formed they come up with a way to where they can make the muscle tissue like real meat, you know, through gelatin, which a lot of that gelatin has pork, man. Pork in it, man. You know. So, you know, Jake just be outright eating pork, man. You know, and that pisses Yahweh Shemi Shai off, man. You know. It says, "Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee." You know, and the left hand of the Heavenly Father, you know, is the so-called white man, Esau Edom. All right, through the spiritual demon Satan. You know, it says, "Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee and have diminished thine ordinary food," and that's what's going on, man. All right, because you can't even go in a grocery store really and get some food that don't have pork in it, that's not tainted with chemicals in it, you know, that's or even if you get some real livestock that came from a farm, no telling what kind of how that animal was raised up, man. And the whole process that Esau has set up, is not natural, man. All right, so all this food is tainted, man. You know, it says, "Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee and have diminished thine ordinary food." I'm gonna get ordinary food. Let's get that real quick. Ordinary food.
Strong's H2706. Hulk.
Coke. It says, statute, ordinance, limit, something prescribed, do, prescribed task, action prescribed for oneself, resolve, enactment, decree, ordinance, prescribed, limit, boundary, specific decree, law in general, conditions, enactment, statutes, enactments, decree, civil enactments prescribed by Yahweh, and they speak about that in Isaiah the 24th chapter about how they have changed the ordinances and transgressed the laws, man. All right, it speaks and the portion that we're supposed to receive from Yahweh Shem Shai, this earth and its fullness has been completely diminished, man. All right, I heard brothers say that in ancient times you had grapes that was big as watermelons, man. All right, bigger than watermelons, man. Just one grape, and the natural limit of how things were set up to be has completely and prescribed to be by Yahweh Shem Yashai has been completely wiped out. Why? Because you got, well, prime example, you got this devil growing lab grown meat, man. It says, "Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee and have diminished thine ordinary food and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee." He said, and delivered thee into the hand of them that hate thee. And who hates Jacob, man? Esau hates Jacob, man. All right, I tell you about that. That goes back to Genesis. That goes back to the beginning, man. That goes back to Genesis 3, man. Goes back to Genesis 27. It go all throughout the scriptures, man. Esau obviously hates the nation of Israel still to this day. That's why he tries to attack the nation through food, man, and other tactics and devices that he has. It says, "Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee and have diminished thine ordinary food and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines," man. All right, which Esau, Edom, the modern day Egyptians, they're the daughters of the Philistines, because Egyptians are Philistines. It says, "And delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines, which are ashamed of thy lewd way." It says, "Thou hast played the whore with the Assyrians," which Esau is the so-called white man. They're considered as the modern day Assyrians as well. These Americans primarily, because this is the stumping ground, the epicenter of wickedness here. It says, "Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou was unsatiable. Yet thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied." So that was pretty much the point. Yahweh Shem Yashai saying why these things are going on before us. Is because the nation of Israel has always played the whore with these heathens, man. All right, so now we're up under these heathens where we have to serve them for the want of everything, like I speak about in Baruch, the third chapter, I believe, or the book of Baruch. You know, we have to go to our enemies for the want of everything, you know, including meat, and they're actually making their own meat that we have to eat, you know. So, you know, because the nation of Israel wanted to play the whore with these heathens, Yahweh Shemashah has allowed them to completely rule over us. This is let's go to let's start from 2. This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which Tyre, you know, those are Hamites. You know, those are, you know, Philistines was the Philistines, and the Egyptians, those are Hamites. You know, Tyre, those are the Hamites. But we know that the modern day Egyptian, you know, the modern day Philistine, this prince of Tyrus they're just speaking about right here is Esau, Edom. All right. It says, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. Right. And that's how Esau feel, because he has Yahweh Shemashah has allowed him to rule over us, you know, with a rod of iron. He has allowed us to fall into his hands, you know. It says, Thus saith the Lord, because thine heart, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am my God. I sit in the seat of God, and that's how Esau feel. All right, that's why he's making lab grown meat. It says, in the midst of the seas, all right, yet thou art a man, and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Right, because this nigga's still trying to fully duplicate and perfect his lab grown meat, man. He can't hit it completely on the head, man. All right, he said he gotta, you know, get the right stem cells to match and stick. You know, he has to get he's trying to duplicate the muscle tissue. Okay, that's because you're a man. You're not Yahweh Shemashah. Yahweh Shemashah is perfect in all his way. You know. Verse 3 says, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Yeah, it says they are wiser than Daniel. All right. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. So there's no secret that Esau, Edom can hide from Yahweh Shemashah. And that's why all these things are being brought to the forefront, man. All right. You're being completely exposed by Yahweh Shemashah, you know. And you know, you can't hide anymore. You know, that's why it's being brought out. You know, where you got infighting with Esau against Esau. You know, it was saying that a lot of these livestock companies are battling against these new lab grown meat companies. You know, in trying to file with the FDA to not be able to call this not even be able to call this meat, you know, because it's no secret that you can hide from Yahweh Shemashah, you know. So ultimately, you know, Yahweh Shemashah is gonna bring you down, all right, because you're wiser than Dan. You can actually create lab grown meat. You can actually create your own meat. This nigga can actually create his own food, meat, you know, splicing genes and things like that. All right, but Yahweh Shemashah sees everything that you're doing, you know, and knows everything you're doing, and he's bringing it all to the light, you know. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. Yes, it's a shame to even speak of the things that's done by Esau, Edom, in secret, man. You know, he's doing all type of shit, man. Splicing genes, you know, making his own animals, making his own humans, you know, all type of shit, man. You know, it says, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doth make manifest is light. And the light is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemashah. All right. That's why the deeds of Esau is being brought to the light, man. All right. Because you got the prophets bringing this type of information out and breaking it down through the scriptures, man. You know, let's get this in Psalms 10. This is Psalms chapter 10, in verse let's just start here in 1. I'm gonna just start from the top. This Psalm chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble?" And we read that in Ezekiel the 16th chapter, man. All right, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has allowed these things to happen. All right, for us playing the hard, us committing whoredoms. All right. Verse 2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, which is spoke about that in Ezekiel the 28th chapter, man. About how he set his heart as the heart of God, and how he's lifted up. That makes him wicked, that's speaking about Esau Edom. And also, he's persecuting the poor through his tactics. He's wiser than Daniel on the left-hand side, and this is an example of him persecuting the poor because he said this is a cheaper way, for you to live. So Esau gonna sell this for cheap, bag it up, make it look good for you. But ultimately, this is destroying you, man. You don't supposed to be eating nothing that's grown in on damn lab. All right. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. It says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. All right. That's why, ultimately, man, a lot of these people out here, man, America got a huge obesity problem, man. And a huge health problem, man. All right. Why? Because Esau, tries to, play the role of God, but ultimately he's being destroyed because he's not making things in their perfection. Verse 3, it says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires. Yeah, it say the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires. All right, which prime example of that is to have everybody eating lab grown meat, in a world without a world where you don't have to have depend on livestock to eat, niggas sick, Salakia. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and bless of the covetous, whom the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai abhorreth. Yeah, he's the covetous. Why? Because he wants what Yahweh Shem, he wants to be Yahweh Shem Yahshai ultimately, And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai abhors him, man. All right. These scientists and stuff, they wish that they had spiritual power. They wish that they was angels. They are angels on the left-hand side, ultimately, and the Lord abhors them, Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. Yeah, obviously not. All right. He's not seeking after Yahweh Shem Yahshai. He's seeking after his own pride and his own way, It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Yeah, he puffeth at them. Let's get that word, puffeth. His ways are always grievous, man. Select it. It says, that word, puffeth is,
Strong's H6315. Puach.
It says, going into the to bring it to a snare. I'm going to the Strong's definition. To utter, to kindle, to scoff, blow, break, bring into a snare. Yep. And that's he'll trap you up so he can try to destroy you. Speaking of Esau Edom, let's go back. It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sights. Yeah. Esau Edom not worried about Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, his judgments, man. He not worried about his law, statutes, commandments, man. All right, he's completely changed the ordinances of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right. So Esau trying to make like make this seem like this is a good thing for the earth and for the people of the earth, and he's trying to really help. All right, but ultimately, man, his tongue is it's mischief under his tongue. It's vanity under his tongue. It's deceit and fraud. Okay, he has a secret agenda. You know, it says, here we go. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. You know, and that's what this nigga be doing, man. All right, behind closed doors, man. All type of sick madness, man. All right, plotting to murder the innocent. Who is the innocent? Ultimately, that's the Israelites, man. All right, but really, man, Esau Edom, he come at everybody. You know, it says his eyes are privily set against the poor, man. Yeah, and they speak about oppressing the poor, man, and attacking the poor. You know, you don't supposed to do that, man. You know, that's iniquity. You know. But that's what Esau all about. You know, he has his eyes set against the poor, man. You know, it says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in the den. In his den, he laugh in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Yeah, when he draweth them into his net, man. All right. Which this whole world and this whole system of way things are set up by Esau Edom is ultimately a trap, a snare. You know, it says he croucheth and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones, and that's what Esau Edom be doing, man. You know, like, man, this will be better for you. It'll be cheaper for the earth. It'll cut pollution down. You know, it'll be cheaper for your pockets. You know, you'll get fuller off of this. You can get more bang for your buck. You know. So you know, that's him crouching and humbling himself, you know, speaking with that forked tongue. I could keep reading on that, but that's the point. It was really in 8 what I wanted, you know, about how he's sitting in lurking places, in the lurking places of the villages, man, you know, trying to murder the innocent, because this is really what it's all about. He's trying to destroy the nation of Israel, man. You know. Let's go here to Psalm 64 in verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. That's Esau Edom, man. Like I was saying, you know, you oppressing the poor, you know, and killing the poor and plotting on the poor. That's iniquity, man. You know, that's high level iniquity right there. You know, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bid their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, yeah, even evil words, man. You know, it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Yeah, and they that's what they do, man. Niggas just be on the low, just plotting on shit like lab grown meat, man. How they can destroy people, man. You know. How they can kill more people, man. How they can get more people in their hospitals to get on their meds, man. How they can, you know, destroy more people through their biological warfare, you know, through their food, man. You know, through all their devices. You know, it says they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? That's Esau Edom, man. All right. Who gonna see us, man? All right, nigga don't see what we doing, man. We making lamb grown meat on the low, man. We make it look better than the real steak, man. Who gonna see what we doing? And it tastes like steak. You know, it says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Yeah, and that's them, man. The heart is deep. You going into stem cells and muscle tissue, man, trying to duplicate real meat. Come on, bro. You know, that's a diligent search. It says, but Yahweh Shem Shah shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. But Yahweh Shem Shah is going to destroy these devils, man. All right. That's ultimately what's going to happen, man. All right. Because Esau not going to get away with all this wickedness, man. All right. Scriptures say that he's appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. We at that point right now, man. All right, when this nigga trying to make his own animal, his own pretty much, the nigga want to go to Mars and make that his new planet and habitation, man. Yahweh Shemel is not finna allow this devil to continue to go on. He's finna destroy this nigga, man. All right. This Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14, it says, for Yahweh Shemel shall bring every work into judgment. So it's nothing that Esau, Edom gonna be able to get away with, man. That's why you got brothers day in and day out bringing out more information on this devil, man. And that's ultimately why he finna get ready to try to take the prophets off YouTube, man. All right, because Yahweh Shemel is reproving this devil from every way, man, every corner. It says, for Yahweh Shemel shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. This nigga can't do good, man. Tell you that they sleep not unless they have done mischief, man. All right, but Yahweh Shemel, he's not gonna forget none of that, man. You say, oh, Yahweh Shemel, he don't see me. Yahweh Shemel see you, nigga, everything you doing, man. All right, and he calling you out on it through the prophets, letting you know he see it, man, and he gonna destroy you for it. Let's get this. This Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 10 says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Yeah, Yahweh Shemel has made Esau bare, man, and has uncovered your secret places. All right, where you try to hide, and commit your iniquity at and lay your snares, man. Yahweh Shemel is making that be known. All right, what you're doing, and what's gonna happen to you for doing it, Now that's the last script. I'm gonna wrap it up. This Proverbs chapter 28, verse 3. It says, a poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food. And that's you, Esau, And ultimately the scripture, I think it speak about that in the book of Leviticus, man. About how you when you come through to get things, you're supposed to leave stuff, You're supposed to leave things for the poor, You're supposed to leave fruits and vegetables for the poor, man. You're supposed to leave stuff for hard times, man. All right, Esau, Edom, man, he grabs everything. He takes everything, man. You talking about deforestation, nigga. All the money you've been trying to make off livestock and cutting down trees, man. Now it's all of a sudden a problem because you want to make it better. Nigga, you just trying to get some more money, man. Now it's an issue. You ain't had no issue when you was chopping down trees and killing animals like it was nothing, It says, let me read it one more time. It says, a poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food, man. All right, and that's wicked, man. All right, that's wicked within itself, man. You're poor, nigga. You're the base man of the earth, and you oppressing the poor like you ain't poor, man. Look, there's like a Jake trying to flex on another Jake in captivity, nigga. Y'all all in captivity, man. You a complete nigga, man. All right, that's why I say riches are uncomely for a niggard, man. All right, and that's a stingy motherfucker like you, Esau. And ultimately, Yahweh Shemel, since you want to have it all, Yahweh Shemel gonna give it to you, give you all of it, all the judgment. That's why you're gonna be completely exterminated, man. But that's it, man. I pray through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel. This was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the house of David. Shalom to the elect.